If you guys watched my last video, you know that I went all in on a stock. Well, this time I went all in on calls the same day with a different stock, leveraging my money through options. This is a very big trade, and I'm controlling a crazy amount of shares right now as a quick swing trade just for this week. This is a big trade. Here is the trade board. Okay, let's talk some about the cannabis sector and the cannabis stocks. This is one of the most volatile sectors and volatile stock groups there are. There can be 2x runs and then 50% losses all in the same year. I'm really not a fan of holding these type of stocks long term just because it's super risky, super volatile, and I'm not about that life. Alright, so even so, these stocks have these crazy runs. For example, right now these stocks are very hot. The first reason is people have been bored at home in quarantine, so there's been a lot of smoking pot. It's a proven fact on Statista. Alright, and then number 2 reason this is getting a lot of hype is there are a bunch of rumors surrounding that cannabis can treat the Rona. Now, do I believe this? No, I really doubt that it's gonna help treat the Rona. Maybe it'll calm somebody down, but it's definitely not gonna treat the Rona, in my opinion. Alright, but what this hype does do is it adds the excitement of the stock. Aurora Cannabis has been skyrocketing lately. I've seen more than a 150% gain in just a couple weeks. Some other cannabis stocks have been doing great. Canopy Growth was down to $10. Now it's up to $20 since the bottom of the market. So there's a lot of upside. So which stock am I looking at right now, and which stock did I invest in? Let's find out. Okay, the stock that I went heavy in is Canopy Growth Corporation, ticker symbol CGC. Okay, what is my reasoning behind this? Well, number 1, earnings is this Friday. I believe my thesis on this trade is that there's going to be crazy hype surrounding the stock going up until Friday. Now, I have no idea what's going to happen at earnings, right? So what my plan is with this position is to sell Thursday during market before the earnings come out on Friday, so I have no risk going into Friday. I may keep like one option contract or a couple just for the fun of it, but no, I plan to sell out of my position fully once on Thursday, once the market gets close to close, so I can get all the upside that I can out of it without risking it all at earnings. Let's take a look at my position. I am controlling 1,400 shares in call options currently, and another 200 in regular stock. So why did I pick these strike prices? For one, I like to lower my risk. In case some horrible news came out, just something crazy came out about Canopy, I have the $15.50 calls and the 16 calls mostly, and that's because to protect myself, so my options don't expire worthless and I can still get out of it without too much harm done. And then I also got 200 regular shares just because I like to diversify my accounts slightly and then just get the gains on each account, because I do think this is a pretty easy swing trade for earnings and just a pure high play. I'm not looking to hold these positions long term, but I do believe that it'll be an easy money gainer. The reason that part of me wants to hold a little bit through earnings is because there's a lot of exciting things going on with this company. The most exciting thing to me is they're coming out with these CBD drinks. Now, CBD is what's in cannabis, it just doesn't get you high. So it's perfectly legal in all states. And these drinks are really exciting because it's like 0 calorie. People get excited over 0 calorie drinks, and something to relax grown-ups, something that teens could go do dumb stuff with. It's just another thing, another sale. If this blew up like Juul blew up, that would be crazy, and this stock would skyrocket. So there's some things that are very intriguing long term with this stock, and a lot of people are very excited about the position that this company is in as the leader in the cannabis industry. I've been reading a bunch of info and excitement through tweets, through Discord channels, and one of them I found is this channel, and this guy is just hyping up the 0 calories, zero sugar with the perfect amount of THC, just saying that this could kind of blow up for the company, and it's a really exciting thing that they're going to be talking about during the earnings call, and it's just another thing to hype up the stock and inflate the price even more, which is what I want before it to happen before earnings. But if it doesn't get fully disseminated before earnings, I may have to hold a little bit more through earnings, but we'll see. I thought this tweet was pretty funny. If any of you guys watch CNBC, you know that Jim Cramer loves himself some boring stocks, some boring blue chip, some Johnson and Johnson, some 3M, some of those boring companies. But in his Mad Money segment, he actually recommended CGC. And when Kramer recommends this, that means there must be crazy hype because this man does not get out of his comfort zone at all. It's just a funny CNBC humor thing. Okay, I want to reiterate this one more time. It is not smart to put half your portfolio into one stock through options, through regular stock, or whatever. But with these positions, and especially with Canopy growth, I plan to sell out just a super quick swing trade. This is like a 3-day swing trade for me. So it's not a long-term holding at all. It is risky, but it's also high upside. I'm not worried about losing money in this because I think it's just pure high play and I'm not going to risk a lot of earnings. So that's the play on that. I am not a financial advisor. Do not take my advice as investing advice. This is just what I'm doing. Our risk tolerant are completely different. But yeah, I do not recommend holding cannabis stocks for the long term. Anyways, guys, it's like 3 in the morning. I gotta get some sleep before market open, but good luck to everybody tomorrow, and let's make some money.